Pretty nice. No chugga? No chugga. Haven't seen any wild chickens in a while either. Mind you, I haven't been back here as much as I normally used to be. But a lot of it this year just because I'm trying to rest my back up. I don't know, I'm getting older, right? So, yeah, having a sore back, like you can't quite do this stuff like you used to. And this is pretty labor-intensive stuff to do. Like you get really stiff and sore doing this. Hands are sore, especially when the weather starts to get really cold. That's when the trapping gets really, really tough. And it's more of a young man sport, but I mean, I've done my fair share of it, and I've enjoyed it all the time. But no matter what, you're going to be walking through the bush, I'd like to get more back on the hunting side of things. I'd like to get myself a little shotgun, because I do have my dad's single shot that I use. I love that thing because I love single shots. I really do. Just the purity of them, right? I'm one of those guys. I love like lever guns and stuff like that. But I also understand that anything with wood on it, if you want to wreck a rifle, take it trapping. You know what I mean? Take it hunting. My next rifles are obviously going to be like not carbon fiber, but like composite stocks. Just because you need stuff that's not going to rust and whatever. Because when you do get out here, like things, even if it's not raining or snowing or whatever, not so much rain this time of year except for last night, a bit of an anomaly, but what happens is everything just gets so wet right down to the core. So you get rust inside the trigger mechanisms and stuff like that. So you really need rifles that are made for extreme weather, stainless steel stuff. The springs, okay, you got to keep them oiled up, whatever, but it's just a lot easier to upkeep a rifle that you don't have to worry about the beautiful, super grade stock getting wrecked in the first rainfall. You know what I mean? Or just your wet gloves touching the wood stock just removes the varnish right away. Like it's just, it was so nice. So yeah, but I do want lighter caliber stuff too. Because like you don't need a 308 for everything. You know what I mean? Like I do like my 22s, but the problem with the 22 is that it's not quite enough as a varmint gun, right? But on the other hand, something I'd like to get back to doing again is like when I was a kid is shooting groundhogs on the farms and stuff like that. Get some farmers, maybe let me do some coyote hunting, nail a few of them, some wolves, stuff like that. So I'm really looking at, I've got my deer, bear, and moose caliber, the 308, and my 303 British. Those will kill anything in North America. You can kill an elephant with a 303 British or a 308. You just got to put the shot in the right place. It might not be instant, but it's more than adequate enough to kill an elephant. It's just a charging elephant, probably not. You know what I mean? But like a lot of people don't realize how powerful these little lead pills are, right? But that said, have say like a 223 or the 22-250 whiz bang gun, and just going, small game hunting. I kind of enjoyed the small game hunting a little bit more because, number one, you tend to see stuff more frequently, and it's good practice. It's good practice and it's good conservation. So I ain't giving you nothing. Where is he? See, he's stalking me. Little chickadee. He's like, you got something? I know you got something. Empty. Empty. He's like, yeah, I'm checking your pockets, buddy. Yeah. I remember one video, I think this was in season 7. There was probably like 200 chickadees just following me. Like they were just mobbing me. It was the funniest thing. So I stopped and tried. Some of them, I think one did land on me. And that, but I guess because I must have smelt like Probably dead beaver. That's probably what it smelled like. Whatever bait I had at the time. And I'm going to go out this way. And yeah, it's like that's some of the reasons why you get out into the hunting and the trapping stuff. It's just the nature of it, right? Yeah, I got to open up these fields again. I used to hunt on top of this hill here years ago, and you could shoot down into the swamp. Now there's too many people on the other side, you can't. But coyote trap. But I'd like to clear all this out so I could wait at the other end and smack a wolf or coyote coming out of there, right? That would be good. But I'd like to do it with a whiz-bang varmint rifle. Need me a good varmint rifle. I haven't shot in like 3 years. Like, my poor shooting finger. Look at my shooting finger. It's so weak I can barely even lift it up. You see some beaver flood down there. My neighbor, he wants me to trap with him again, but I think he just moved. So he has a couple of properties, so I don't think he's going to be up for the rest of the winter. So I don't know, I'll have to message him. But I just, don't know if I have the energy to crawl through there. I probably do, but again, I'm gonna take it easy on my body this season. I know I'm constantly whining about it, but it was something that I didn't have to worry about before. We're driving all over the place here. So get myself a snowmobile. Screw your snowmobiles. Snowmobiles. They're fun when they work, but man, they always break. A little bit too much maintenance for me. And when they get stuck, the first time I get stuck, it's like, no, my back isn't, I'm not lifting up the ass end or the front end of a damn snowmobile to get it out of the snow. No thanks. Done that enough. Yeah, I'm very adverse to snowmobiles. Not sure what this track would have been. Looks like it was a wolf track. Could be a dog track too at this point. Yeah, I think that was a berry track. He comes back this far, right? He usually stays in the field here, so it's not so bad. But yeah, so I used to set up down there, and then you could watch down this way, and if something came up out of there, you go pow. Although nothing ever did, except for one night. I could see off in the corner there before this was all grown in. I could see a bunch of things going across the top of the ice, and I knew somewhere around here there was deer. I could see them out eating, and then often I could tell there was something out in the corner, and I was like, oh, well, I wonder if it's what I think it is. And then the deer just took off like crazy, and I think it was right about here one time. I got a really good story for you here. Yeah, you could tell, like, just by the height of them, it was probably a pack of wolves or whatever watching the deer was here. One time, before all this was all grown in, not that long ago, maybe 20 years, 25 years ago, I was walking out. There was a little bit of brush there. All the trees were about the height of the lower tree, so you could still see into the field here. And there was 3 deer standing right around here somewhere. And I came in around that tree when it was much smaller. And I snuck. It was dark enough that I was able. It took me like half an hour just to sneak from the road to the tree, right? And you could see the doe putting her head up and stuff like that. So I wonder if there's a buck there. I got to maybe about there, and sure enough, it was a buck. And I had maybe about 2 minutes of light left. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely a buck. And I pulled up my rifle, and I was just about to smoke him. And he was, I don't know if he was a 6 point, 8 point, whatever, good sized deer. And I was just about to smoke him. And all of a sudden he starts glowing. Like, glowing deer? What the hell? How come a deer glows? And then my dad was just came around the corner with the truck with the lights on. I couldn't hear the truck. It was amazing how quiet that truck was. And I guess maybe because I was just so focused in on this deer. But it was literally from here to about here from the buck, and I was about to smoke him. And he looked at me, and he's like glowing. He's looking at himself. He's looking at me. He's like, oh, shit. Boom, he was gone. Needless to say, I didn't get him. But it was close. It was close, yeah. Yeah, would have just had about maybe 2 minutes of legal light left, enough to, because like from there I couldn't tell if it had horns or not. But yeah, that was I was like, I told my dad about it. It's like, ah, you ruined my deer hunt. It didn't matter. I was pretty much done for the evening. It was just like a opportune moment, and that's how hunting is, right? So it's a funny story for you anyway. So it's amazing how close I can sneak up to a deer. I don't know if I could do it now, but I've been like from here to the hay rake there to deer with my bow and stuff like that, not shoot them. It takes you like 45 minutes to sneak up on them and stuff like that, and it's fun. It's fun, you know.